There's always a moment of question. Good, we got the thumbs up. So good day, good citizens of Facebook land. How are you today? And we're back at the Cancer Support Community, and I'm Jessica Lewis, and I'm the founder of a company called Sculpt Your Life. And we are here again today doing the gentle, evidence-based, and easy, but powerful moving mindfulness practice known as Tai Chi Cha. So we're going to get ready. We have a full house today, which is great. I am thankful for that. I am thankful for that. To have a lot of people, both online, here we have sometimes 450 people there. This might be the biggest class I've ever taught. And we have people in the house. So sometimes I'm going to talk to you and sometimes I'm going to talk to you, but we're all going to get the same lesson. Also today, we have a couple folks in the room who've never encountered Tai Chi Chuan before, so I'm going to teach it like it's a beginner class, right? So before we do anything, I want everybody in the room to know that, number one, the most important thing, there's no such thing as bad Tai Chi Chuan or wrong Tai Chi Chuan, okay? There's a lot of Tai Chi practices in the world and a lot of teachers who are very clear about the fact that there's a right way and a wrong way to do the practice, but that's not the way Tai Chi Chuan rolls and that's not the way I roll. So we're not going to go there. So if you have like an injury, there's a couple of people in the room with pretty big injuries, and one body part simply doesn't work the same way as its opposing body part, so what? Right? You just do the best you can. And even if you just imagine that you're moving that body part, that's going to be good enough. Okay? So since there's no such thing as bad or wrong Tai Chi Chuan, I also don't even want you to wonder, am I doing this okay? Right? That takes a lot of effort. And that comes to my number 2 lesson about Tai Chi Chuan is the best way to do it is with the effort of no effort at all, which sounds crazy, right? Like even just thinking about moving takes some effort, right? But there is a way to get to almost human effortlessness, right? And I have found that the best way to do that is just to move as softly and smoothly and continuously as you can. Okay, so we move forward, and then the minute we're done moving forward, we just move backwards and we let the body transition as easily as it possibly can. Okay, and that brings me to my third lesson about Tai Chi Chuan. One thing, because there's a couple people in the room that have done other styles of Tai Chi in the past. One visual difference you're going to notice between this practice and other practices is there's more repetitions and there's more of a sort of a rocking motion to all the moves, this sort of repetitive, soothing kind of rocking motion. And that is one of the reasons why many people find it's easier to learn, right? And also, you're going to notice that sometimes we're going to just be motionless and sometimes we're going to move. So that gives the energy in the body, the chi, or you could call it prana if you want. There's all the different perennial wisdom, ancient words for the same thing. That gives it the opportunity to move while you're doing the moving portions of the practice. And then when you're doing the quiet or still portions of the practice, that gives it opportunity to settle down in the marrow of your bones, which has a lot to do with your immune system. That's one reason why Tai Chi Chuan makes you healthier. So let's just get started. So I think since some of us are injured in bad ways, let's start by doing a little bit of mindfulness in the chair, and then we're going to do a couple of movements in the chair. In case those of you who are here don't want to do the movement standing, then you can just stay in your chair. Okay? Or if you get to a movement that just feels too challenging standing, you can always just sit back down and do it in your chair. And then we'll do as many of the movements as we can get to standing after that, and you can either sit or stand with me. Okay, so I'm going to turn a little sideways so you can see what I'm about to say a little bit more clearly. So if you're leaning back against your chair, I want you to sort of scooch a little forward so that you're in charge of your own spine. And we're going to get right down to the business of finding out what effortlessness is, even right here, because I want you to find sort of the balanced little stack of stones alignment for your upper body where you don't feel your ab muscles or your back muscles or your oblique muscles working to hold you up. You just want to be balanced right here on your chair. And if they aren't already, just sort of put your knees kind of in front of your hips and just put your feet under your knees. And then put your hands on your thighs. And feel your sit bones pushing down to the chair. That's a good way to start to get your head out of your head. Think about a spot farther down your body. And then let's all, if you feel comfortable closing your eyes, you can go ahead and do that. Don't do it if you're going to lose your balance. But if you feel okay with this, go ahead and close your eyes. And then just let your mind's eye kind of dive into your body and just look around in there. And let it travel a little further down, let it drop down to somewhere between the belly button and the pelvic floor. So you want to focus your attention on either a location or a sensation, somewhere in the middle of your body that you normally wouldn't pay any attention to at all. And I'm going to go ahead and ring my singing bowl. The Buddhist would say, I'm calling the bell. And your whole job until I call you back is just to notice whatever's going on with this spot you're paying attention to as best you can. So here we go. Go ahead and bring your attention back to the room. And tell the truth, did your mind wander a little bit? Mine always does. I have a monkey mind. That's one reason why I like Tai Chi Jessica, because it calms down a little bit. So just remember what your experience was just now, and then at the end of class, we're going to do it again, and let's see if anything changed. Okay? So here we are sitting in the chair, same as we were a moment ago. We're letting our upper body be as relaxed and balanced and effortless as it can be. And we're going to do the first move in the practice, rocking motion. Many people call it the warm-up move. I'm going to actually turn my chair sideways so the back of my chair isn't in the way. And all we're going to do is let the weight of the whole upper body, kind of like a little pile of stones, balanced by the side of the road. We're just going to let it shift forward and back, but as easily and effortlessly as we can. So for me, it's mostly a case of letting the feeling of my weight in my butt shift a little towards the front of my butt and then a little bit towards the back of my butt. So let's all do that together. I'm just shifting backwards and I'm shifting forwards. It's very subtle. It's not a big movement. And I bet if someone were to hold a ruler up next to me, I don't think that I'd be moving more than about 2 inches, maybe an inch in one direction and another inch in the opposite direction. But here's what's going on in my body when I shift forward. My belly and my back get a little rounder. And when I shift back, my belly and my back get a little flatter. You can probably see it if you look at my hands. Can you see it? Yeah. Can you feel it in your own bodies? Yeah. Notice how my head never really leaves, it's right over my pelvis, right? And it never really loses that position. When I go forward, the whole pelvis and head go forward. And when I go back, it all goes back. The only thing that's moving really is this, the pelvis. When you go forward, it kind of spills forward. And that's when your belly gets rounder. And when you go back, it kind of tips back up. And that's when your belly gets flatter. This is all that's going on inside your body. Nice. It's like if my head were a half empty balloon and it were tethered to my pelvis. As the pelvis moves forward and kind of spills forward, the head just floats. And as my pelvis comes back and kind of tips back up, the head just kind of floats. So let's do forward and back one more time. And that's the bulk of this move. Now we're just going to add the arms. Let your arms hang down and let the palms face towards the knees. And as you move forward, the hands are going to kind of move with you. And at the last minute, your elbows are going to bend. And then your hands are just going to turn over. That's it. That's it. And this way, the way we're moving is the whole body, other than the legs, are all moving forward together. And the whole body, other than the legs, are all moving back together. Yeah. And when your hands are done moving forward, the lower arms just rotate. And when the hands are done moving back, the lower arms just rotate. That's not bothering your shoulder, right, Gwen? No. This is very shoulder friendly movement. Nice. Now, we usually do only about 9 repetitions of each move. Sometimes we do 3 sets of 3 or some combination that adds up to 9. But since rocking motion is the warm up, we often do a lot more. Yeah, nice. Now this time I want you to actually lift your arms up as high as you can go, not Gwen. And just feel how that's effort, right? Does that feel like effort? And then when we go back, I want you to push your hands back out behind you as far as you can go. That feels like effort, right? Yeah. Now I want you to go forward and back with as little effort as you can find. You have to look for it. That's it. Nice. And just let your hands kind of float through the air like they're moving through water, right? That's it. Let's do 2 more. Here's one, and here's the last one. Just feel your body resting. Usually just rest long enough to notice the difference between moving and not moving. Good. So that's a forward backward move when both your feet are in the exact same spot. We have another bunch of forward backward moves where one foot is farther out than the other. So we'll do one of those and then we'll do a side to side move in the chair. And then if you all want to stand with me, we can do it standing after that. Or if you want to stay put, we can do that. So I'm going to turn forwards again. When I face you, by the way, I'm going to mirror. Okay. Let's do around the platter. That's a really perennial favorite move where one foot is further out than the other. And when you're sitting though, you don't have to move one foot that far. It's mostly just a metaphor for when you're standing. So go ahead and move your left foot just like a couple of inches out. Yeah, yeah. It's just to help you remember which direction your hands are going to go when they go around the platter. Okay. All right, and pretend you got a turkey serving platter. It is almost turkey day, right? Right out in front of your body, about the height of your heart. And you're going to put your hands near the back of it, right? I like to almost pretend there's like a ball of energy under each hand and the balls are on the plate. Good. And then we're just going to flow forward and back the same way we did a moment ago when we were doing rocking motion. And it's going to push the hands out over the left leg. And then when you're about as far forward as you're going to get, your hands are going to be right about here. And then on your way back, it's going to pull the hands back. So here we go. That's it. Nice. I'm going to show you from the side. So whichever leg is sticking out there, and in this case it's your left, that's the direction your hands flow. How's your shoulder, Gwen? Good. If it were bothering you, you could just make your plate smaller. It would work fine. But another way to take the effort out of the arms is just let the torso push your hands forward and pull them back. Good. Let's do one more. We'll call this 9. I think it's 9. And when you're done moving, you're just going to pull the left foot back in and you're going to take a moment feeling your body resting. And then we're going to do the other side. I'll say sideways. I think I'm messing you up a little bit less when I'm sideways too. So let your right foot move out there a little bit now. And because the right foot's out there now, the hands are going to go out over the right leg. So here we go. Nice. How's that feel? Nice. That looks smooth. Let's do one where you reach as far out from your body as you can. Now, to me, that feels like work. So now just do it smaller till you find that effortless spot. Good. Let's do one more. And we're just going to pull that front foot in and we're going to spend a few moments feeling the body resting. Nice. How's that feel? How's everybody feeling? Good? All right. Let's do one of the side to side moves. And then if you want to stand with me, you can. And if you don't have to. Okay. All right. So here we are just resting. Feel the upper body in a very balanced, comfortable, effortless position. You don't want to use any of your ab or back or side muscles here. Okay. Now let's just practice turning from side to side, using as few muscles as possible. So everything in your upper body except your head is going to turn from side to side. And that's a real advantage because you can watch me better when you're looking straight at me, right? Good. So, and I'm going to mirror you now. So let this part of your body, from your sit bones to your collarbones, turn towards the window, but keep your eyes on me. That's it. Good. Eyes on me. If you lose sight of me, you turn your head. Now let this part of your body turn towards the door. Yeah, eyes on me. Eyes on me. Eyes on me. And now we're just going to turn from side to side and just get into the flow of it. See if you can do this turn as easily as you went forward back. Okay? Good. But eyes on me. If you lose sight of me, you have turned your head. Yes. If I can't see you, then you can't see me, right? Eyes on me. That's good. Anand's looking at me. He's staring at me. That's good. Good. Now we're all going to turn back towards the window. That's good. And can you tell how your right shoulder went a little back? Yes. So there's like a hole right here where your right shoulder used to be. We're going to put the hands here on the right, over here. Hands. Hands. Yes. Towards the window. Yes. Good. And now just relax your wrists and your elbows, and the hands are just going to drop. Good. And now let's turn towards the door. It'll carry the hands across the bottom, and then just bend your elbows, and the hands will come up. That's it. That's it. Oh my goodness, we're carrying the ball to the side. That's the name of the move. And we normally do 3 sets of 3 of this, but we're going to do 9 so you get a muscle memory. Good. Nice. Really nice. This is going to be our last one. And we're going to let the hands float down to the left. Good. How's your shoulder? Awesome. Yeah, Anand and Aruna, how long have you been in this country? For a while? Yeah, I've been doing for a long time. Right. Different time, it's different, completely different. Oh, it's very. You know, no, I wondered how long you had lived in America. In fact, they still do it. Oh, yes. The Japanese way. Yes. And shake yourself. Yes. I do all that. Well, that might be more Qigong than Tai Chi. And that's okay. It's called, but it's Tai Chi German way. Japanese way. Got it. Got it. I watched one guy. He used to live very close to me, and I saw him doing interesting. What he's doing. I followed him, and then that's how I. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Well, the reason why I asked how long you've been here is I wonder if does everybody in the room remember Lost in Space? Do you remember that TV show in the 60s? You probably did. You ever see it? Yes. Do you remember there was a robot named Robbie, right? And he moved like this. Yeah. And I often think that Tai Chi is kind of like that. Like you can do most of the moves from here down, you know? You can have a really messed up shoulder and still do the move. All right, so we're going to do the way back again, just so we're not all hunched over when we leave here today. And then we'll stand after that. So let's let the body turn towards the door, everything but your head. Yeah. And we're going to put the hands up here. Yes, good. And then we'll start on this side. Just relax the hands and wrists, and they're going to drop. Yeah. And hold on to like a ball of energy here. Yeah. It's like a bubble. You don't want to squeeze it too hard, it will pop, but you don't want to let your hands get too far apart, it will drop. Yeah, that's it. Fred's got it. Yeah. Just hold it between your hands. Let's do two more repetitions. And here's our last one. And we're going to rest. Just feel your body resting. Nice. Good. Now I'm going to stand, but if you don't want to, do not. Okay? I suggest, though, that everybody in the room move their chair back by at least 6 inches because, I know that folks who come to the class don't necessarily want to be on camera, but when you step forward, yeah, you can scooch back. Yeah, when you step forward, you might be on camera. Good. We're good. So if you want to stand with me, now we're good. So all we're going to do is first find our comfortable rest position. So you want to put your feet sort of in a V. All right. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what I'm talking about here. And this is the way I normally stand around, but when we're doing the rest pose in Tai Chi Chuan, what you're going to do is let your tailbone kind of drop and tuck a little bit so that the backs of your knees suddenly feel a little soft. And more importantly, I want you to feel the whole of each foot, or as much of each foot as you can, pushing down into the ground. Do you feel your weight very evenly distributed? Yes. Good. In fact, let's make sure we got just the right spot. So this is just normal standing around posture for me. And this is me when I am in the rest position while standing in Tai Chi Chuan. From the hip bones down. Good. There, that feels better. And then just lift your fingers. So now your hands are basically where they were when they were resting on your legs. And just feel your body resting here. And now to put one foot much farther out than the other, let's go ahead and do one of the forward back moves where one foot's way out there. I want you to let all of your weight, or as much as you can, drop down into your right leg. So you're going to feel yourself sinking and shifting. And then when your left leg is totally empty, just extend your knee. And the heel will just drop down where it wants to be. Good. And let's do pulling in the energy. So we're going to put our hands under the plate now. Now, do not worry about how far apart your feet are. I don't need you to want to have your feet as far apart as mine. I have long, long legs. Okay? So we're just sinking down and then just extending your knee, and your feet will be where they want to be based on how tall you are. Hands under the platter. Good. And now we're just going to flow forward until all the weight's in your front foot, except for one little drip in your back toe. And heel. Now we're all the way in the back again. That's it. And let your upper body push your hands forward and pull them back. Our goal is just to empty out that rear leg as much as we can. And then empty out the front leg. Good. Let's do two more. Let's do one last one. And when all the weight's in the back leg again, we're just going to stand up on it. Yeah, good. Feel your body resting. But before we do the other side, I want you to notice how your head is right over your pelvis again. Do you feel it right over your pelvis? Good. Don't do what I'm about to show you. I want to show you something. So if I were to do the movement and not keep my head right over my pelvis, it might look like this, right? Or it might look like this, right? And I can really feel my back, and right here, I really feel my abs kicking in, right? So when we go forward and back, we want the head to be right over top of the pelvis the whole time. Just like that. It's smaller and easier. Good. So let's do it together. Feel yourself resting. Yeah. Then let all of your weight drop into your left leg this time. And then just extend your right knee. Yeah, so your heel doesn't have to be all that far away from your back foot. And up underneath the platter, our hands are going to go. Let your head stay right over your pelvis the whole time. Here we go. That's it. Nice. Good. Let's do two more. I think this is 8. I could be wrong. And let's do one more. We'll call it 9. And we're going to rest. Oh, nice. Feel your body resting. Very good. Let's do a side to side move, standing too. Okay, we're going to do pulling tapping. Here we are resting. Good. Feet sort of in a V. Feel your feet really touching the floor. Good. Let's do pulling tappy with one arm first. We're going to let, and I'm mirroring you. We're going to let all the weight shift into your right leg this time. Yeah. So you're going to feel it bending and filling up. And we're going to let this part of the body turn to the right. Eyes on me though. So my belly button is kind of facing the window now too. And do you notice how the left shoulder kind of came out a little bit? Good. So your left arm goes like this, right across your belly. Anand's already got it. Only palm facing up, facing the ceiling. Yeah. The other arm just slides up on top. Good. Now let your empty right leg kind of slide out to the side. Yeah, and here we go. That's it. I'm going to turn around because I think my mirroring is messing up every single person in the room. Here we are on the left side now. We're sinking and shifting to the left. We're turning to the left. There goes your right arm across your belly. The other arm goes right up on top. Out goes your empty right heel. And then we're sliding back the direction we came from. Good. Let's sink and shift and turn. There goes your left arm, your right arm, your left heel. It's a little bit like walking. You know, you have to put all your weight in one foot before you let the other one get out there. There we go. Good. Let's do one more. And we're going to rest right here. Good. Let's sit. Yeah. So I'll tell you what. I've just changed my mind about what we're going to do for the rest of the class. Now you all know how to do all the moves seated and standing, forward, back, and side to side. I'm going to start pretty close to the beginning and I'm just going to run through as many of them as we can do in order. I'm going to do them standing. And if you don't want to do them standing, stay put. Okay? And I'm going to try not to talk at all, which, as Ryan knows, ain't easy for me. I'm an over talker. And I want you all to just experience the flow as best you can. You know what? Remember, there's no such thing as bad Tai Chi Chuan or wrong Tai Chi Chuan. And all you're looking for here is the most effortless way to do these movements. Okay? So let's just go. All right. I'm going to stand sideways too, because I think this is the best way for you all not to be confused. Here we are. Bird flaps its wings. Nice. Let me do this one. This rep seated. Nice. And here's what it looks like standing again. Nice. Feel your body resting around the platter variations, starting with your left foot out. Good. Nice. Let's just do one more of this. Ah, nice. Good. And with your right foot out this time. And we'll do 6 on this side. Nice. One more. Feel your body resting for a moment. Bass drum with your left foot out. Good, good. How's that shoulder going? Is it talking? Yeah. Make the move small. Yeah. If it's talking to you, just make the move smaller. One more. Feel yourself resting. And let's do the other side. Here we go. Nice. One more. Ah, Nice. Daughter on the mountaintop with your left foot out. Yeah. Definitely a Robbie the Robot move, right? Elbows down. One more. And other side. Good catch, Aruna. That was good. Although it doesn't matter that much. Good. Turn to the other side. One more. Nice. Daughter in the valley with the left foot out. Here we go. Nice. One more. Good. With your right foot out now. One more. I know we already did it, but let's do carry the ball to the side again. So, starting on your right. Nice. And resting. And this is what it looks like in the chair. Good. Nice. And resting. And one more time in the chair. And resting. I'm going to do the other side standing, but I'm going to turn around. One more time. Hmm. And let's do push pull with your left foot out first. Good. Nice. One more. Heavy elbows. Just let your upper arms hang down, mostly by your sides. One more. Nice. We already did it, but let's do pulling tappy. I'm going to turn around because I think it'll make more sense to you this way. I think I started on the wrong side. See, there's no such thing as bad Tai Chi Cha. My mistake. Let's do one more set. And we'll end here. Nice. Let's do perpetual motion tappy, but I'm going to do it just with one arm. Okay? I'm going to stay with my back to you. I think it'll make more sense. So here we go. Last set here. Nice. Let's do working the pulley. I'm going to stay with my back to you, and we'll all do it in the chair if you don't mind. And then I'll do the other side standing. Left foot a little bit forward first. Bend the left elbow. Turn the right arm over. If you're leaning back against your chair, you might want to scooch a little bit towards the front of your chair. So here we go. One more set. Nice. And this is what it looks like standing, if you want to do it with me, with your right foot out. I don't want to hit my flyer here. One more set. Nice. Right at the top of the head, right at the temple. Let's do it in the chair together. So here we go. I'll turn sideways. Gwen, watch your shoulder here. I'll do it with one arm. Here we go. Good. Hold. Ah, nice. And this is what it looks like standing. We're going to do the second half. Good. Good. Ah, nice. And joyous breath. I'm going to do the first one seated and the next one standing. So here we go. Good. Good. And this is what it looks like standing. Good. And we're just going to nice. Passing clouds. I'm going to mirror you. So if I start on this side, you're going to start on your left. Okay? Here we go. Good. If you're seated, don't worry about your feet. It's all from the sit bones up. Nice. Let's do one more set. And we're going to rest. And let's do cosmic consciousness pose in the chair. This is easy. Gwen's going to be careful of her right arm here. Okay. Feel your sit bones on the chair. Let your arms rise up until your forearms are about the height of your shoulders. Let your fingertips overlap, and your left hand is going to be closer to your body than the right. And let your body come all the way back to rest. Hmm. And go ahead and close your eyes if you feel safe doing it. Let's let your mind's eye dive down inside the body again. And pick a spot to focus on somewhere in the middle of your body, right in your core. Either a sensation or location you would normally pay no attention to, except I'm asking you to do so. Let's go ahead and call the bell. Here we go. Go ahead and bring your attention back to the room and open your eyes if they have been closed. And I'm just going to say goodbye to our Facebook friends today. A little calm before the storm, right? I hope everybody got a little peace and quiet. I did. I did. I've got a lot of stuff going on in my personal life right now, but I feel way better than I did before I got here. So I'll see all of you all again, probably on the first Wednesday of December. We usually do the live streams first and third Wednesdays. This month got messed up. Um, and I will see all of you lovely people again anytime you feel like coming because I'm here every week. And again, remember, I'm Jessica Lewis, and the name of my company is Sculpt Your Life, and we're here at the Cancer Support Community doing Tai Chi. And if you just Google all that stuff, you'll find a lot of good information online, and we'll see you soon.